What is up, everyone? Hey, YouTube fam. Hey, I'm going to be building a client's training program today. It's not going to be quite start to finish. Luckily for me, they were doing 2 days in the gym per week and then 2 days at home. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you what their current split is. And then we're going to be switching them over to a new split with a couple updates. So let me go ahead and share this screen for y'all here, if my computer will do it without freezing. All right, come on, there we go. All right, so here's their training split. So they're gonna be training at Planet Fitness. So we're gonna call this day 1 legs, day 2 upper, and this was their old lower home split. So we're gonna put this day 3 low, I guess lower, yeah, lower legs, lower, basically the same thing. So I've already kind of have the template built out here, but I'm going to show you guys more of the exercise selection. So we got lower, and then we got upper. All right, cool beans. So I asked if they had any questions or concerns or anything they really don't want added. They basically said, no donkey kips, no hip thrusts. So we got hip thrusts in here. So what would be a really solid replacement for hip thrusts? So if we're basically going to keep this about the same. If I want to be a little diabolical, which I think I can be, put some Bulgarian split squats. Actually, let me check and see what we have on the other leg day already. They already had Bulgarians or single leg press. So probably don't want to double up on that. So I think leg press on this day, and we'll keep the single leg press on the other day. I'm going to be at least a little bit nice here, and we'll give them 2 sets of 8. 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps. The rest times are a little bit arbitrary, just long enough that you're able to recover and still be able to train hard. So we've basically fixed this one up. So this is going to be very similar to what they're already doing, which I think is a good thing. When you change your training plan, if you leave a couple days the same, basically their upper and their lower day are going to stay the same, then that allows you to go ahead and track progress there, continue making progress, and then start working on your other day. So I think what might actually be helpful for viewing purposes here, I'm going to copy this, open it in a new tab, and then break this out. Maybe. Let's see if it'll allow us to put half on one side of, come on now. There we go. There we go. All right, so on the one side, we've got the current exercise, and on the other side, we've got basically the same exact thing right now. So this will be their day 1 lower, which is going to be about the same as normal. And then we got the day 3 lower, which they were doing at home, but now they have access to the gym. So what I think would be great is to go ahead and program in some other new movements at the gym for them. So let's see here. They've got on the first day a seated leg curl into a leg press, into Bulgarians, into dumbbell RDLs, into leg extensions, and then calves. That's a pretty stacked day, if I'm going to be honest right there. Just trying to see what they got here. We could probably, on this one, take the planks out because we don't need to do planks after all that, do we? Maybe make this day a little bit shorter. Maybe we'll take the calf raises and add them into the final upper day. We'll see. All right, so here's my thought process. If they're going in the gym and on day 1, they've done seated leg curls, leg press, Bulgarians, dumbbell RDLs, leg extensions, then what should we put on the second day that they're kind of missing out here? One thing I think we could do more is maybe a little bit more direct glute work. So, if we're taking hip thrusts out, maybe we do, this is like the thinking part of things. I think we definitely keep this single leg press with feet high to target glutes. On the other side, got these hack squats. That would be a really strong quad movement. Honestly, I like hack squats a lot, so I'm kind of like, do I want to change that out or not? I think we could leave those. Let's single leg press. Ooh, I know what we don't have in here. We could, since we already have the RDL with dumbbells, I'm going to make this one on the left side barbell RDL, because I know they were getting close to running out of weight with the dumbbells. And what we could do over here, since we don't have this in the plan at all, is the glute hyper extensions. Did I spell that correctly? Yep, glute hyper extensions. And we'll push the reps a little bit higher on these. Maybe we'll say 3 sets of 15 or so. All right, so they would come in. We're going to keep them with the hack squats. Maybe we take the hack squats out, and we could have them do leg extension to start. This might sound a little bit silly to some, but I really like leg extensions, and I feel like they're a great way to start your training day. So maybe we'll do 1 set of higher reps, these 15 to 20, and then 2 sets of 12 to 15. Then they move into the single leg press, hit some glutes, really hammer on the glutes with the glute hyper extensions. And then we had the heel elevated goblet squats. I think that's solid. We're not really hitting much for hamstrings on this day 3 lower. Honestly, I'm thinking we either keep the heel elevated goblet squats and swap the leg extension with a leg curl. That's actually not a bad idea. Start them off with leg curls. All right, so, and then for leg curls, we can just do 3 sets of 12 to 15. We don't need to do that really high set at the beginning to warm up. That'll be fine. So they got leg curls into the single leg press, into the glute hyper extensions, into a single really hard set of the heel elevated goblet squats. So we're hitting hamstrings, hitting some glutes and a little bit of quads, really hammering the glutes again, and then the heel elevated goblet squats are going to nail the rest of their quads. Let them hit some calves and some abs at the end. Not too bad. Not the world's hardest day, but if you push these sets, you're going to grow. All right, so I think we've got their lower days down. So now it's time to keep this upper day here on the left. We're going to keep that the same, but we can update the new upper day for the gym on the right. So let's work through the left. They were doing the lat pull down machine into a Smith incline press, into a Smith military press, seated dumbbell side raise, machine biceps curl or preacher curl, tricep press down, straight leg calf machine. All right, so on this side, we're going to have them do abs. We're going to keep their abs in. And I had kind of mirrored these programs. So on the first day, we start with lats and then move into chest. On the second day, the second upper day, we started with chest and moved into lats. And then a little bit more lats, and then rear delts versus front delts into side delts. So I'm basically going to keep the bones of this on the right. I'm just going to plug and play here. So if we've already got a Smith incline press on the left, and we're going to change up the, let's just do an incline machine chest press. I think that would be great, because then they've got the Smith machine on day 2 and then a different machine on day 4. Very similar movement, just slightly different execution. And then instead of the barbell bent over rows, we could try and find a chest supported row machine. I love those. It saves your lower back a little bit of stress and allows you to really hammer the lats. And then we can move into the single arm low cable row machine, or just single arm low cable row. I think that would be great. Alternatively, sometimes I like to give them a few options, a single arm dumbbell row. We've got a few different options here. And then into the single arm rear delt exercises. Honestly, I love, if you have options for it, the rear delt machine fly. I think those are great. Chest is supported. We can just take this 3 sets of 15 to 20 each arm and just do 3 sets of 15 to 20. We'll give them 60 seconds or so of rest here. I think that would be solid. Honestly, the reps and the sets don't have to change too much as long as you're getting stronger week over week. I don't really care if people are in like the 8 to 10 or in the 15s. Like, as long as we're getting stronger week over week, we're doing great. Cable tricep pushdowns with the bar. They already have that. They already have it with the bar on the left side. So let's have them do on the right. This one right here. I love this overhead tricep extension. Be a little bit silly for me to open this up on on here while we're doing it, but we're gonna have them do the cable. Oh no, it's not working. All right, so the cable triceps overhead extension here. That is one of my favorite. It's okay to have both. They had dumbbell alternating hammer curls, or I'm going to say let's just do the curls as they are. Actually, no, they're at a gym. Let's do a preacher dumbbell hammer curl. Those are great because you have to squeeze the dumbbells in together. I really, really like those. And then they can keep their lying or hanging ab raise is the same. So I have some notes for them as well at the bottom. So this is really what the split would look like. We got their day 1 lower, day 2 upper, they take a rest day, day 3 lower, day 4 upper, take a couple rest days, and then repeat. So that's basically this workout. If you guys would like this, you can email me, TheBodybuildingVegan@gmail.com. I can send you this plan. I've already built it, so it's not going to cost me anything to do that. If you need your own specific plan built out for you, I can also do that. That's part of what I do, part of what we do for, let me stop sharing my screen here and come back to just me. Part of what we do with the Vegan Squad coaching team. So if you guys need your own custom plan built out, one of our coaches can do that. If you want some pre-built plans, we can also do that for you. We can kind of do everything. Kind of crazy. So just wanted to show this little video of how I program for my clients. The biggest part here, though, I've found is watching their form and giving them video form reviews. That is huge if we're trying to really nail down training as best as humanly possible. So just want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope you have the best night ever. I'll see you on the next one. And if you need your own training plan, TheBodybuildingVegan@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, TheBodybuildingVegan.com. Reach out to me there. I'll take care of you. So see you guys next time.